The camera wasn't hidden, and it wasn't dramatic. It was a small doorbell-style security camera mounted beside my front door, pointing straight at my own walkway. I installed it after a package disappeared from my porch. Nothing fancy, just peace of mind. 2 weeks later, I got the letter. The HOA claimed my camera violated privacy and architectural guidelines and demanded its removal within 10 days. If I didn't comply, fines would begin. I read the letter twice, trying to understand what rule I'd broken. The camera didn't face the street. It didn't point at neighbors' windows. It barely covered more than my own front steps. I emailed the board and asked for clarification. Which rule? Which guideline? Their response was vague. Exterior devices visible from the street require approval. I asked if security cameras were prohibited entirely. They didn't answer that question. So I did what I've learned to do with HOA's eye. Read everything. The bylaws, the architectural rules, the meeting minutes posted online. There was no rule banning cameras, only language about aesthetic consistency and privacy concerns, neither of which were defined. Then I noticed something. On my evening walks, I counted them. At least 9 visible cameras in the neighborhood. Garage-mounted cameras, floodlight cameras, even a full surveillance system on one corner house. None of them had violations posted. I documented everything. Photos, dates, angles. I printed the HOA rule sections. I saved my emails. Instead of removing the camera, I submitted an architectural request, something the HOA said I should have done from the start. I included photos, specs, and a simple note explaining the camera only covered my property. The request was denied. No explanation, just not approved. That's when I stopped emailing and waited for the next meeting. When my turn came, I spoke calmly. I explained why I installed the camera and how it complied with the written rules. Then I asked one question. Can the board explain why my camera violates policy, while multiple identical cameras in the neighborhood do not? The room went quiet. One board member said they weren't aware of other cameras. Another said enforcement was complaint-based. I asked if that meant rules only applied when someone complained. No one answered. I handed over my photos. They took a recess. When the meeting resumed, the board announced they would withdraw my violation and approve the camera. They also stated they'd be reviewing enforcement procedures going forward. A month later, a new policy was emailed out. Cameras were officially allowed as long as they didn't record inside neighboring homes. Clear rules, written standards, my camera stayed right where it was. What surprised me wasn't that I won it, was how fragile HOA authority can be when it's built on selective enforcement. All it took was calm questions and their own rules. Sometimes the smartest move isn't pushing back hard. It's letting the paperwork do the work for you.